Hello, friends. How are you? Beams. In the today's video and in some subsequent videos, we will study about the structural element called beams. Beams are the any horizontal element in the building or structure which carry lateral loads. Now, what is the term called lateral loads? Now, if this is the beam and this is the axis of the beam, the loads perpendicular to the axis of the beams are the lateral loads. In the today's video, we will see the definition of the beam, what are the types of the beams and their practical examples, and what is the determinacy condition of the beam. So let's get started.
Engineering Fundamentals Guidance by Somayya Sir, Pune, and I am Yugandhara Tadale. Content of the video is Introduction, then beams, its definition, what is static determinacy of beams, types of beams, then some problems that will be with linear and non-linear loads, problems on compound beams, and problems on beams with internal hinge. Beams. It is a line member subjected to lateral loads. Here, this is the frame of the building, and you can see foundation and column, and on that, these primary beams. And on these primary beams, these secondary beams are being supported, and slab is being supported between these secondary beams. Static determinacy of beams. So let R is equal to number of unknown reactions and E is equal to number of equilibrium reactions, that is 3. Summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, and summation of moment is equal to 0. So if R is equal to E, then it is a determinate beam. So these are some of the examples of determinate systems. Overhanging beam, cantilever beam. So can you verify these systems are determinate or not? If R, that is number of unknown reactions, is greater than number of equilibrium equations, then it is indeterminate beam. These are some of the examples of indeterminate systems. Beam with two pin supports, propped cantilever. So, can you verify these are indeterminate or not? If R is less than E, then it is unstable beam. Can you verify as this is the example of unstable beam or not? Types of beams. I have already covered this topic in the video titled Types of Bending Members and Their Deflection. With the experiments, I have shown the deflected shapes of the beams. Here, we will see types of beams with the practical example of each type of beam. Let's see. Simply supported beams. In this, one end of the beam is pin supported and other is roller supported. Cantilever beams. In this type of the beam, one end is fixed supported and other end is free. The Practical example of this beam is our balcony. This is the cantilever beam example. Example balcony, bay window and some bridges. Beam with overhang. Here the beam is supported on two supports and it is also overhanging. The example of beam with overhang is shade of the petrol pump. You can see here it is supported on these two columns and this part is overhanging. Fixed beams. In these fixed beams, both ends of the beams are fixed supports or with built-in support. Example of fixed beam is any beam in a closed room. It is a fixed beam. Continuous beam, a beam which is supported on more than two supports, it is a continuous beam. In the picture, you can see the example of continuous beam. It is a flyover or bridges which have many supports. Compound beam. This is the type 1 of the compound beam. Here, this one beam is supported on other beam with the help of a roller. This is the second type of compound beam in which two beams are being connected by a pin. This is the example of type 2, that is two beams being connected by pin is the example. Thank you so much to you all for being with me throughout this video. I am grateful for your support. Happy learning! If you find this video useful, then please share. It will help others. And subscribe to get notified about the new videos.